Yeah, welcome back. It's your boy Gak Cognac back with another video. So, as requested from a viewer, somebody was like, "Hey man, when you gonna drop another one of those Tales from Retail episodes?" Well, I got another story for y'all. It's not gonna be exciting as the first couple videos, but if y'all haven't watched those first couple videos, y'all should go back and watch those videos of Tales from Retail. I have 3 of those out. 2 of them are from Game Crazy Stories and 1 from GameStop. So I'm actually going to tell part 3 of the Game Crazy story, because GameStop, man, I'm still kind of working on that, because like there's a lot of stuff that I don't even remember happened. But this one, I got one worked out for y'all. So, man, where do I start? All right. So basically, I started working at Game Crazy, and I was trained by my best friend's cousin, which worked there for like forever ever. And so, you know, he's been around for so long that like multiple managers have like passed by, and like his ass was, you know, still there, and they offered him the management position, and he didn't want to take it, so he just stayed like assistant manager. And so basically, like, I mean, I understand. Like, I wouldn't fucking take that shit either. Like, every time I've been offered that shit, I never took it, because who wants to be in management, man? That you gotta fucking take orders all day, and fucking, you know, motherfuckers are always drilling your ass. Fuck that, you know. And most of the times, the pay ain't even that good, so I never take it. But you know, a lot of times people do take it because, you know, they want to advance their careers and look good on their resume, and you got a chip on their shoulder, you know, shit like that. So, whatever. So, he never took it, but, like, he knew the system so well that most of the managers would, like, ask him, like, "Hey, how you do this? How you do that?" Blah, blah, blah. And so, it was pretty cool, because, like, he ended up teaching me a lot of shit, and he ended up knowing a lot of, like, loopholes and all that good stuff, right? And so, knowing all those loopholes helped him, like, do a lot of, like, slick shit, man. I'm telling you. So, he trained me on a good amount of that slick shit, because he kind of wanted me to do some of that slick shit too. And one of them included, like, him, like, I would watch him. He would fucking, like, he would print out, like, inventory sheets and shit, and then he would look for games that were, like, not in the system, but we had on hand. So he'd just, like, find a way to, like, put it back in the system by trading it back in for credit, or sometimes he'd refund it in. So take note of that word refund, because I'm gonna use that a lot. So his thing was he knew how to refund certain games back into the system and get like credit for it. I guess he would, like, you know, fucking write some discrepancy happen and shit like that, whatever. So anyways, like, he taught me a lot about that shit, so like it kind of like furthered what I did later. But so I think, like, after he left, his ass would be fucking like, "Hey, Case, man, do some refunds for me?" I'm like, "Sure, whatever, man." So I'd do it. Sometimes he even like he even had like a fake account and all that shit. It was hella funny that he would do it on. Yeah. So, man, it was some cool shit. He even like, he even did some other good shit that was hella funny. But you know, he had like these burner accounts that he would just do shit on, or some accounts that has been around for years and nobody touched them forever. There might be some like credit up in there and shit that's been left behind. Then he'll fucking use that shit, roll over the pre-orders. Like, that's how he got pre-orders. He rolled over the pre-orders from these accounts that's been around forever. That's how he got his like fucking numbers. But like later on, he leaves. Like I said, I help him do refunds here and there. And I'm like, man, I gotta do this shit too, man. I gotta see how you do it. So I would look in the system, see what's not in the system as well, do the same shit, and then like light bulb popped up in my head, you know. So I was like, I had just watched that fucking good ass movie, American Gangster, one of my favorite movies, right? Just fucking light bulb came up on top of my head. It's like, man, I gotta go to the source, just like how Frank Lucas did. I gotta go to the source and get the pure grade, good ass the good yayo, so I could flip it for better money. So I was like, you know what? I see all these fools like trading in their games and shit. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy the games off of them, you know, for cheap, for a little bit better than trading credit. Like I said, I told you before, I flipped the games, but what I didn't say was I fucking would get the receipts. Like a new ass game, Call of Duty or a random game like that, that's like worth money, that you know somebody like paid cash for, and nobody's gonna return Call of Duty, man. So you take that shit, fucking after you bought the game from the trade, and you fucking refund it, get the full money back, bam, you know. And during that time, those games were like $60. If you bought it for $20, that's a $40 profit. It was crazy. Anyways, so I'll do that, blah blah blah, and you know, it's hella cool. So I was like basically him. The what do you call it? The prodigy, right? So after that, I'd fucking be chilling, man, because he would always be chilling. His thing was, he always used he always played the pre-owned DS and PSPs or whatever that was sitting in the display case, and his ass would just be chilling on a slow day, sitting on the step stool, playing games all day. So after he left, I did the same shit. You catch my ass playing everything, man. I was playing, like, the Wii had came out that time, so we had set up the Wii. I've been playing all the games on there, man. And then PS3, which was like hella hard to get back in the days. Every once in a while, like a refurbished one came in or something, then I set that thing up, play the shit out of it, you know. But that thing will get bought up hella fast, so I played it as much as possible. But you know, fuck it, man. You gotta play the games, man. I gotta, like, how am I gonna know about the games I talk about, right? It's frowned upon, but I play. Especially when we had free time and all that shit, man. You gotta play. What else is there to do? If I did all my side work or whatever the fuck, if I did all my what do you call it, transfers and fixing the games up in order and shit, I got nothing to do. Especially on a slow ass day. Like most times in the morning, kids are in school, so it wasn't really shit. So that's when I was just chilling. But that later on leads to something pretty funny, because fucking, what's it called? This one guy, I think I told y'all about him before, but he was like the black dude that worked at Game Crazy, or Hollywood Video transferred over to Game Crazy, and this motherfucker used to lie. He used to tell you, like, he would lie about everything. He would talk about fucking, he was like a video game creator and shit, and he worked for Sierra, and you know, I don't know, maybe he was copying fucking Metal Jesus or some shit. I used to work at Sierra's, but like talking about he fucking made the game Portal, Team Fortress, you know, shit like that. Left 4 Dead, you know, he was fucking lying through his teeth about everything, man. That'd be hella funny. So he got hired, but like he wasn't there for long, because like I said, he got caught for some dumb shit. Like he was hella reckless. He was just taking games in and trading it in that was already inventory, fucking up the inventory. Anyways, long story short, he'd lie about so much fucking shit, man, that like you couldn't even bust him out on it, because he's a compulsive liar. Like he just fucking keep on defending his own shit, you know. So I just fucking found comedy in that shit. It was funny because like there was one dude that worked next door. It was at an AutoZone that was next door to Hollywood Video. And it's kind of funny because my best friend, you know, who's a cousin of the one that, you know, I work with, he worked at AutoZone like a little later on, so it was hella funny. But there was another dude that worked at AutoZone, man. I don't know what to call him, but he was a little short, little black dude, but he had a squeaky ass voice, you know, squeaky ass voice. Like we always make fun of what he, like the words, the shit he says, because this motherfucker, we always emotional about something. So when he's like all emotional and shit, he always be like, man, I'm hella mad. You know, he sounds like that fucking child molester from Family Guy and shit. You want some popsicles? Like that's how he sounds. It's hella funny, dude. So I got some popsicles downstairs in the basement. You want some? Man, get your fat ass over here. Like, I'm serious. He sound like that dude. So, fuck, man. Like, he would come in, talk shit, chill, and stuff like that with a squeaky ass voice. I just call him Mighty Mouse, right? So, like, the fucking liar, the super liar dude, like, he would brag to him. He would brag to everyone in the whole store, like, oh yeah, I make video games and blah, blah, blah. Work on this new game right now, right? And so, he had like, you know, Mighty Mouse all strung up. He's like, man, I always want to make a video game. Like, man, I got so much ideas. You gotta put some stuff some of my ideas into the game, man. And then so it was hella funny because like, dude played the fuck out of his ass. Like, yeah, man, like I'll put you on. Well, like give me some like ideas. Like send me some ideas or whatever. So this motherfucker goes home and he like gets a stack of binder paper and shit and literally like fucking like scrabbles all his ideas into the binder paper. And then like he draws pictures of like the character that he wants to be in it and gives it a background. It was hella hilarious, dude. Cause like he gives it to him like a fucking book report. Back in the days you could fucking send a book report in school and it'll be like a binder. And then like I guess that's all he knew, but like it'd be like the binder where you put the cover paper in there and and then you got the binder paper in there talking about like what he wants. It was hella funny. So we're like going through that shit and I was just going along with it because it was fucking funny. So like I was like, his main character is like fucking some wolf, right? Because he hella likes like wolves and shit like that, So he fucking like his fucking main character's name is like Night Wolf or some shit, and I'm like, Night Wolf? I'm like, ain't that from Mortal Kombat, man? That's copyright infringement, man. We were just cracking up. I was like, yeah, we can't use that. That shit was hella funny, dude. He had the dude really like, man, I'd be hella fucking mad. Like, he had the dude like go home and spend hours writing up a draft for an imaginary game that wasn't getting made. Just because this dude was bullshit. Dude was a horrible motherfucker, man. He lied so fucking much, it wasn't even funny. He used to lie about dating this. So, remember I said like, he was going to New York one time and he was meeting up this one chick. So, he was meeting up this one chick and had a phone call for a second. And like, it was supposed to be like the fucking this famous ass Japanese chick in Japan, right? But anyway, so like this guy has like fucking yellow fever, Asian fetish type shit. He's one of those guys. You get one of the white guys, black guys, like they be like hella into it. That's all they want. Like they want them an Asian motherfucker. That's like their prize. It's like an Asian person wanting a white chick. That's like the prize. Shit like that. So it's funny, man, because god damn, how many motherfuckers trying to call me today? Son of a bitch. Anyway, trying to tell my story. So anyways, so this motherfucker, like, he would just fucking lie all day about talking about, like somebody like when they want something so bad they gotta lie about it. So like I think he just always wants him a fucking Asian chick. So like, he ended up just lying about having some Asian girlfriend. So it's like, yeah, I've been dating this Vietnamese chick, blah, blah. And then he like pulls up the MySpace of her ass, and the MySpace doesn't even have no pictures of her ass of him in the picture. Like, come on, man. Everyone knows, like, if a girl fucking really was dating your ass, you'd be in all the pictures, man. Like that's how it be. Anyways, there's some Vietnamese chicks, so Vietnamese chicks mostly they crazy anyways. If you're Asian, you know what the fuck I'm saying. So I'm like, come on, dude. You talking about all this good shit, but you ain't talking about the crazy side yet. I know you're lying, man. Talking about, yeah, she over right now. I can't come through. We can't fucking kick it today, man. Like I gotta beat it up like that. I'm like, fuck out of here, man. You're beating your hand. That's what you're doing. You're on the hub. Well, I don't think the hub was out at that time. Fuck was he on? I don't know. This motherfucker, man, lied so fucking much, man. If I could like think of all the shit he lied about, man, it was just too much. Anyways, So, you know, he got fired later, and then some other guy fucking came, right? So another dude came, and it's like this white kid, and then like my manager fucking like hired him because she was like, oh man, he's so fucking hot. Like, you know, manager was you know, the opposite. You know, she was the type that I gotta get with the white dude. You know, it makes my fucking, she was Asian, so like I get with the white dude, make my fucking appearance look better and shit. You know, those type of Asians. Anyways, I know I don't give a fuck. I talk about everything, man. But like, so oh, he's so fucking hot. I hired his ass. All right, you know, can he sell games though? But he wasn't there for long. You know, but he's a cool cat. His name was like David. I used to always call him David Hater. He looked like that motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? David Hater, Metal Gear Solid voice actors. Or actor, I mean. Actor. So, and then like, you know, manager didn't know what the fuck I saw him. I was like, why you calling him David Hater? Like, why you being a hater for? Like, bitch, I'm being no hater. I'm just fucking calling it as it is. You gotta understand. If you actually played games, you would know, motherfucker. You know, because she didn't play no games, man. So, she had like she played games, but shit, that manager didn't play games at all like that. I know, right? Crazy. So, how can you be manager of a fucking game so you don't play games? Anyways, so I hired his ass, and like he was a cool dude, but he wasn't there for long. Like he actually left right before Christmas, left my ass alone, so we were hella under short staff. But he was, like I said, we were just chilling. Me and him used to fight over the games all the time, man. We used to fight over like the trade-ins, because you know we used to buy all the trade-ins from people. Anyways, so what was it? So like when he one time he fucking got like the Resident Evil. Like, I got it now, but it was like the Resident Evil 4 for GameCube. It was a GameStop 10, so you know you couldn't trade that in, so they just give it. You know, they just leave it behind the people. This motherfucker was trying to like fucking get. I was like, let me get that shit. He was like, nah, I want that shit. This motherfucker ended up selling that shit to me for like $10. I know how he got my ass that day. That motherfucker hustled my ass. Hustled the hustler. I can't believe it. But I wanted it, dude. That tin was hella rare. And you look at it now online, that thing goes for like $100 or more. So like I'm glad, like $10 that I paid then, it's hella worth it now. So we just trading in, you know, buy trade-ins off of motherfuckers all day. Anyways, in the future, like after he left, later he comes back in and visits, and it was hella funny. This is the funniest shit ever. But later he comes in and I see him, right? But like I see some fine ass blonde chick come through, like porn star status looking ass chick, right? Like she's like, I don't know, like 10 feet behind him. So I'm like, what's up, David? Shake his hand. I look behind him. I'm like, God damn, you know, I'm like, shit, because I was trying to tell him, like, look at this fine ass bitch right here. And he looks back, he was like, oh, that's my girlfriend right there. I was like, oh, how you doing, you know? I'm like, good shit. So it was like hella fucking funny. And then so like later on, like he would tell me, it was hella funny. He was like, hey Case, man, like that one time when you fucking said that shit, you were like, damn, to my fucking girl. It was like, she thought you was hella fucking rude for that shit, but I thought it was funny as fuck. And he was like, normally I get mad when motherfuckers be doing shit like that, but like, man, the way you did it was hella funny, dude. Like I had to laugh at that. It was kind of fucking funny because, like, you know, back in the hood, it was like this. Like, I don't know why people get mad when fucking people, like, you know, prop your girl, you know, like, give your girl props and shit, or fucking think she's fine as fuck and blah, blah. That's a good thing, man. That's a good thing. Because it's like, alright, you know, back in the days, if motherfuckers see you with a fine ass chick and he look at you like, damn, and he look at your ass, you're like, yeah, you know, that's the look you give, like, that's how you know. And then you look back, you're like, yup, I know I got it good, motherfucker. You know, that's how it be, you know. Nowadays, these weak motherfuckers, like, man, you look at my girl? Look at my girl, man, motherfucker? Like, insecure ass motherfuckers, man. You know, punk ass bitch hanging on for dear life because he's scared motherfucker gonna leave his ass and shit. But it's like, that's how it be. Like, if you're a real G, you know, you take it as a compliment, man. Motherfucker be like, damn, you know, fine ass motherfucking bitch. Like, yup, I already know. You know, that's how it be. But anyways, you know, that's that's supposed to be on somebody else channel, because I don't fucking I don't teach no fucking getting bitch, macking on hoes, whatever shit. But that goes on Professor Joe Casey's channel. I know you watch my shit. You a cool motherfucker, so I'ma shout you out. You know, I think his channel is Free Game with Professor Joe Casey, and this motherfucker wrote like a bunch of books on how to mac on bitches and shit. So yeah, shout out to you. Anyways, so cool shit. But later on, what happened after that was when the African dude got hired, right? Talk about him as well. He worked hella slow and shit, blah blah. So African dude came along, and it would be hella funny, dude. Kind of took advantage of his ass, because after I had trained him up for a while, I would be like, hey man, I'm about to go on break. You know, I take like 2-hour break, go home and nap and shit. You know, so because fucking, you know, my best friend's cousin, he did that shit to me. He'd be like, hey, I'm about to go chill. I'm going on a little longer break, so clock me in. So I fucking passed the torch. I like, you know, African dude name, let's say his name is Jay. Let's call it say. It's like, hey Jay, I'm about to go on break, man. You know, fucking, I go home and eat, chill, take a shower, take a nap, come back in like 2 hours. And I'd be like, hey, clock me in. Because back then we only got like 30 minutes of fucking break time, man. Fucking assholes. So yeah, your break was only like 30 minutes back in the days. You fucking walk out to your car, take a breath. By the time you get to the fucking like KFC or whatever to get a fucking bite, it's over. Your break's done. Like, you don't even get a chance to do shit. You can't even call your mama, can't do nothing. So, bam, that's California is, you know, 30-minute bullshit ass breaks. So anyway, so like he clocked me in, you know, 30 minutes later, and I'm still on break. I'm still chilling. You know, I live close by too, so I was back home chilling, man. Shit, come back later. He'd be like, man, where you been, man? 2 hours though, for real? Damn, dude. Like, I was hella busy. I know you wasn't. You had 3 customers. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't busy. Motherfucker just slow. You know? He was like, man, I'm taking my break too. Like, I was like, go ahead. I was like, you take 2 hours too. I don't care. So that's how it all began, with like the whole fucking crazy break system. Like, fucking, we would just break each other. Like, if you want to take a long ass break, take it. But I'm getting that shit too. You know? I'll clock you in. You know, that shit was hella funny, man. Illegal as fuck, but funny. But statute of limitations is over, so fuck it, whatever. But fuck, I miss those days. Oh man. So after that, I remember one time there'd be this fucking kid, since I don't got that much customer stories, but there's this kid that fucking comes in, and it was like Austin or something. Trailer park trash ass motherfucking kids. And it was fucked up because it was hella annoying. He'd come and run around, holler and scream and shit. He'll play games on the fucking, like, you know, display and start banging on a controller and shit when he loses. Like, you want to slap the fuck out of him. And you're wondering where his fucking parents is. But it was on the regular that shit happened because the parents would drop his fucking kid off like it's a fucking daycare, leave his ass there for like fucking hours and have like fucking date night and shit. Go watch a movie or hop in the car, bang bang boogie or some shit, and then fucking come back, you know, and use us as a fucking daycare. And we had to fucking deal with his dumb ass. So I'm over here like, get the security, like, dude, we don't know what the fuck this motherfucking kid's parents is at. You know, like, you gotta find him. Come and find us motherfuckers already gone. That's some illegal ass shit, man. You do that shit now, you be in jail, dude. Motherfucker been foster child already. Like, I don't know. Maybe you are a foster child nowadays. I don't know. Like, if you're ass around, I hope you turned out to be a better person, man, because you had a fucked up life. And you was fucked up too. So whatever. But man, stupid ass kid. That's the only one I can think of now, but there was a bunch of stupid ass kids that came into the store, but he took the top. It was funny. But yeah, so after that, I remember like one time there was this other kid, right? And this was when like the other, like this Mexican chick that got hired, this Chola chick, right? she came through. Now her, I could tell stories all day. I have to dedicate a fucking story for her ass for like a whole episode, because there's so much shit I could talk about for her. One time it was hella funny. It was like, my manager, she would get mad at these dumbass kids too, and like she would always kick them out, you know. It'd be hella funny. But one time I was like fucking, that was when Chris Brown was like hot back in the day, so I'd be like talking about that run it like Chris Brown. I'd be always saying, you know, like, and I'll be like, run it, like so, because it's hella funny. Did I tell this story? I'm not sure. I'll tell it again. Fuck it, for some of y'all new viewers, if I didn't tell it. But one time it was like her and then the African dude there, and then like, you know, since she's Chola chick, like we talking shit, she was like, man, you know, I like set this, it's like some shit like, yeah, I set this bitch up that we didn't like, and then my fucking, that's some fucking SVU Law and Order type of shit, man. It's like, yeah, I set this bitch up, blah blah blah, like me and my boys, we all ran through her ass, blah blah blah. Some crazy shit. And I was like, that's fucked up, you know. It was at this party, my boys, they ran through her shit. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, she was bragging. And then I was like, you know, I don't like hearing shit like that, you know, because I'm a man, you know what I'm saying. So I was telling her ass, I was like, oh yeah, I was like, you did that shit? I was like, all right. I was like, how you like it, you know? I was like, how you like that shit? If I fucking like got my boys, ran through your shit, you know? And then like I was like, yeah, can't do shit about it. I was like, matter of fact, I'm gonna fucking run it hard too. I was like, I'm gonna run it like Chris Brown. Yeah, I'm gonna run through that shit like Chris Brown. All the boys. How about I fucking, like, if I talk about this shit now, I'm fucking done. But like, whatever, it's a past, you know. It's like 15 years ago. So I was like, I'm gonna run that shit. I'm gonna run that shit like the motherfucking BART train. That's like the local train that goes by in the Bay Area. I was like, run that shit like the BART, motherfucker. Shit, I run that shit like the Japanese bullet train, man. I run that motherfucker so fast, 200 miles per hour. I'll run through your shit. See how you like that? And like, she didn't like it, man. She started crying and shit. She fucking like walked out and started crying. And then homeboy Jay, he ran after her ass. They're like, hey, you fucked up. I was like, I'm fucked up? You told me the fucked up story first, and you can't handle it? Come on, you know? So like, you know, I will always just be like, yeah, run it. Like I always say, run that shit, you know? I think that this one stupid ass kid, we used to call him McLovin. Right? He looked just like the kid from Superbad, McLovin, right? You always hear me fucking say that shit, right? It's like, yeah. So he'll be saying it too. He'll be like, yeah, run it. Like, I don't know, that was my catchphrase back in the days. But anyways, one time, it was hella funny. So me and the Chola chick was working, and then like the manager, she was hella fucking mad at this kid because he always come in and just not do shit. So she would get mad because, you know, he would come in and not buy nothing. She's like, you're not gonna buy nothing? My wife's in the store, you know, blah blah. And so like he was like kind of talking smack back to her, right? And then I don't know what to say for her name, but it was like fucking funny. So one time we like instigated. I was like, hey, tell her ass, tell my boss, be like, tell her, man, shut up, you know, shut up before I run it. Like, so he actually did it. He fucking be like, he actually went to the fuck, you know, there was a gate that separated fucking Game Crazy and Hollywood Videos. So he was like, man, shut up before I run it. And he fucking like ran out the fucking store, and like my fucking boss was hella mad, and we were just sitting there laughing. It was hella funny. So he kind of got banned from the store from that day. Yeah, so he would just be sitting behind the gate talking shit all day. It was hella funny because he couldn't come in, but he could still go to fucking Hollywood Bill side, so he'd just be there just talking shit. It was hella funny. I think eventually got banned from the store itself. Oh man, some funny ass shit, dude. So yeah, but what was it? Damn, dude. So I guess after that, fucking the manager was like, we used to call her like, I remember we used to call her Thunderback. Thundercat, Thunderback, whatever, right? You know, because you know, she kind of bigger chick, you know, and back in the days we used to talk shit, like other we used to talk about the other fucking, we knew this fucking dude, we just knew this dude that fucking liked her ass, and like we fucking, but he would deny it, you know. So we'd be like, oh, what do you think about blah blah, the boss? He'd be like, man, nah, you know. He'd be fronting. He'd be like, nah, I wouldn't mess with that, you know. I was like, I don't mess with bigger chicks like that, you know. He lying. It's like, I don't want to see all that shit, you know. I don't want to see all that thunder, those thunderbolts on her back and thighs and shit. And then we're like, thunderbolts, what the fuck, you know. So from that point on, I started like calling her like well, amongst each other. I was like, oh man, you don't like that? You don't like that Thunderback, that Thundercat shit? That should be hella funny, dude. So from that point on, we used to call that like, hey, Thunderback, Thunder bitch is there today. Oh shit, I got the proof of this shit, man. I still got like old fucking like AOL Instant Messenger logs of when I would text to that. I'll probably show y'all that shit. It's a little funny. But yeah, man, shit was so fucking funny, dude. I don't got that much time to talk about shit, but I probably end up with like one final story, because I go to dinner after this. So another time was same dude that kind of coined the term the Thunderback shit. I was like, this motherfucker, man. He was one of those guys that came to the store because he lived up the street, right? So he came to the store all the time. And so, fucking, so like he just chill all day, right? So one day, like the fucking, when Rock Band came out, you know how it came out like a year after Guitar Hero? So they're like, oh, Rock Band's like the motherfucking Guitar Hero killer and shit because it got drumsticks and shit, blah, blah. So one day I fucking got like a trade-in of that shit. So I busted that shit out. I busted out and motherfucking, you know, dude was right there. So we were jamming out on that shit. Like, he had the guitar, I had the drums. We were just fucking jamming out, right? And then motherfucking, like, what's it called? The manager from Hollywood Video Side just saw us doing that shit. And he fucking called my boss. Got written up for that shit. It was hella funny. But fuck it, man. You know, I had to take advantage of that chance because, like, at that time, it was hella hard to get the Rock Band games, too. So like they were fuck. I remember Rock Band when it first came out. It was fucking sold out all day. Motherfuckers on that shit. But it was funny, man, because it was like basically when you know, that game had better songs, you know, and like I only know about most like the rock music and all that shit through like Guitar Hero and Rock Band. But it was mainly like, you know, I just listened to the hip hop shit. Well, it was hot back in the days, whatever. But yeah, this was one chick who used to come through. She worked at Hollywood Video Side. It's like this black girl. She always had like different color hairs and shit. Fucking like lime green and blonde and you name it, man. She was Nicki Minaj before that she came out. Anyways, she always come through. I don't remember her name, but she would walk by. She's like, oh shit, because we would always be playing the songs on fucking Rock Band and shit. That's my song, man. Oh, Sublime and all that shit. I was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, y'all like that? I was like, what the fuck? You know, it's just hella weird, you know? But yeah, she liked all that shit. But I guess she was more like kind of like a punk rock black girl or something like that. But she's like, yeah, that's my shit, blah, blah. You know, oh, let me get on that next, you know? I'd be hella laughing. But she would always call me, it was funny, man. She'll be like, what's up, Lo Main? Oh man, it'll be either that or June Tao. You know, one of my nicknames, motherfuckers. I think most of my life, motherfuckers call my ass June Tao, man. You know, because back then I used to even have like blonde hair as well, so I look like the motherfucker. You know, June Tao from Rush Hour. All right, some of y'all be like, hey, fucking June Tao is the white dude though in Rush Hour, but everyone knows if you watch fucking Rush Hour, everyone calls the Asian dude. Even though his name was Sang, that motherfucker was Jun Tao. Alright, I don't give a fuck. You don't fucking call a white dude Jun Tao, man. Jun Tao's an Asian dude. You know? So, it was funny because, like, for me, like, because I would always, like, fucking say, like, what he says. You know? And so, it'd be like, You know how when he fucking tells Chris Tucker, he'd be like, hey, wipe yourself off. You're bleeding. Like that, right? And then, you know, fucking Chris Tucker throw that napkin on his ass like, man, wipe yourself off. Because you dead. Shit's funny, man. So, like, that was my term back in the days. I used to always say that, like, especially when I used to play games. Command and Conquer and all these other games with my homies. And, like, when you're about to die and shit, I've been throwing the towel at their ass. I'm like, don't let me get the napkin and throw it at your ass, man. You know, tell you wipe yourself off. Because you dead. You know, that was the saying. Like, even before, like, fucking playing online games, we used to say that shit all the time. Some motherfucker called my ass June Tao all day. I might as well talk like him. But yeah, that was the main thing. That was a few stories about what happened back in days. Like, I still got some other stories, but I'm going to end it right here with that with y'all. So